Hey, hey. All right, let me say hi. What's up, Rhonda? Hey, Gina. Hey, Sly Angel. Denise. Allie Wrights. Red. Sly Angel. Steph. Denise. Amber. Debbie. Roses. Me. What's up? What's up? What's up, Vanessa? I know this was like a last second live, so I'll wait for more people. What's up, Miss Robin? How you guys doing today? I hope good. Hey, Shelly Misfit. So I want you to know I'm leaving this community. We are starting our own. So, anyone wants to be part of the new community? Here we are. I want nothing to do with anybody. That's where I'm at. I said today we need ideas. Crystal said, "You know what? Thank you, Jano. Build it and they will come." And that's where we're at. I'll take you with me, Gina. Let's start our own. I am so done with this community. And after today, you guys will understand. Hey, Joy. Hey, Larry. Right, Roses? I will never understand. For some reason, like I was watching, like on a side note, I was watching Lifetime movies when I was working today. Hey, Misha. And every time it's like the movie would end, or I was, watch someone's clip or someone's video, it would fault for some reason. I'm not even sub to them, but it would fall to Andrew. I was like, why does YouTube keep faulting to Andrew? He's the last person I want to listen to. Hey, Lana. He's the last fucking person I want to listen to. But 400 people in there listening to this lowlife with no teeth who offers no information. I don't know what these people think they're going to gain from this loser, but they seem to be watching. They 400 people. I'm like, what is wrong with this? I don't get it. There is something seriously wrong with the algorithm. Over 400 people are listening to this guy talk about absolutely nothing. I'm like, wow, just wow. The drama addicts community, former addicts in drama and true crime where there's something relevant. When there's something relevant. That's about right. And it's like everybody wants this shit show. I'm sorry. Let's delve into this shit show. And after listening to somebody tonight, my feeling is I go back to what MFW always said, and I got to agree with her. Don't fuck with people that fuck with people that you ain't fucking with. And that holds true today. Drama John, I realize people are not in here to raise awareness or do anything else but talkish. They want it to abso-fucking-lutely, Lana. Absolutely. And it's the bigger low life you are, the bigger crowd you have. I've noticed that too. Now, in all fairness, I am not back in true crime until I know what the hell's going on. But I think I'm justified in that simply because of what I'm going through. I know all you guys understand this. So, you know what I mean? Like, I know you guys, all my people understand my head is not into true crime at the moment, but I'm justified for it. I mean, I have my reasons, good reasons. Exactly, I'm going to get to all that. So I was listening to somebody who I liked. I mean, I still like them, but I was very shocked to hear the shit I was hearing. But one of the things they said, now again, I don't know the entire story. I only know what I heard on this person's live. So I can only go by what I heard. And some of you may not agree with me. I will open up the panel If anybody wants to debate it, talk about it, agree with me, disagree with me, everybody knows I love a good debate, and I will pretty much guarantee that not everyone in here is gonna agree with me on this. Before I get to that, let me just address Red's comment. Everyone wants to watch a train wreck. I think it all goes back to what defines a train wreck. Because to me, when Molly would go off the deep end, she was a train wreck, but she was entertaining. She was funny to watch. Watching somebody with no teeth is not entertaining to me. The train wreck is the ones that knocked out his fucking teeth. That's where the train wreck comes in. Hey, whistle down. Someone that has no teeth, is a total lowlife, scamming people, and this is multiple creators, scamming people, lying about people, lying about situations. That's not a train wreck. That's just a fucking lowlife. Just my opinion. So thanks, Denise. So I really do think it's what somebody considers a train wreck. So first, let's start with what I heard. There was a creator who came from Molly Golightly. If she is who I think she is, she came from me. But again, I don't know if it's her or not. I have no confirmation. And I'm not like these other people that's automatically going to blame someone for being someone when I don't have a clue if it's them or not. Just a gut feeling. But regardless, that doesn't even matter. But it seems that there was a creator named Mint Mama who I know from MGL who was using somebody else's picture on her thumbnail. Now, again, if I'm telling the story wrong, let me know or correct me. I'm like I said, I heard it secondhand. So she was using someone else's thumbnail, and I guess Tiger Toxin Zav, not 100% sure if it's those two people, but they contacted the person whose picture it was to let them know that someone on YouTube was using their picture. And then it became this huge drama fest, and it became this, oh my God, you went real life. Well, let me just say, as a business owner, if someone used my picture, I'd be thankful that someone let me know. So I don't think what they did was wrong. Now, you also have to look at the reasoning behind it. Did they do it because they really believed this was a copyright and they put themselves in that owner's shoes? Or did they do it just to be assholes? That I don't know that answer. Only they can answer that. But again, as a business owner, if someone's using my candle as their own, I would absolutely want to know. And I think that I would be grateful that somebody let me know. So again, their reasonings could be different, but in my opinion, that's where real life is justified. If you have a cooking channel, there's no reason you shouldn't be using your own photo. I just don't see it. So, I mean, you can alter a photo if you're putting it on a website, or, I mean, there's many reasons why you would use a stock photo. I mean, shit, companies use stock photos all the time, but you're not using it for a website. You're not using it to promote. You're using it for what reason? So I don't think that there's anything wrong with contacting the owner of the company. It happened in in the drama community. I won't mention her name, but someone used a candle photo that wasn't theirs. Somebody in the community contacted the copyright owner and told her that they told the copyright owner. And I I don't remember, but I guess she had to contact the copyright owner and whatever the reason, I don't know. But nobody came down on her. Nobody was mad at them. Nobody said, "Oh my god, that was real life," because you're actually helping someone out, which kind of goes into the whole morbid thing, but we'll get into that after. So in my opinion, in that regard, going real life is okay. Now, here's what's not okay: contacting someone's boss, contacting somebody's job, contacting someone's husband, contacting someone's doctor, contacting a family member. That's not okay. That's real life that is never justified. When I say contact, if you plan, because I got to be specific with my words here, someone's landlord, exactly. Contacting someone's housing, hospital, none of that is okay. If someone is harassing you and you want them to stop and you have asked them to stop 100,000 times and they won't stop and you don't know what else to do and you contact a husband, I guess I'm going to say it depends on the situation. I'm not going to say it's always wrong and I'm not going to say it's always right. It's a situational kind of thing. Chronicles, I agree with that too. Saying nothing is not okay, but it is situational. Now, contacting someone's landlord, they have a cat, and that I don't agree with. That I think is ridiculous. People said they reached out to my landlord that I run a business out of the house. Well, guess what? He already knew. I gave him candles. So that backfired on them. But that kind of stuff, that's going real life. Exactly. Don't mess with people's pets. Don't mess with people's lives. Don't mess with the opposite. Don't mess with someone's livelihood. I got an email today that someone took down someone's channel because they didn't like the stuff they were clipping. To me, you can't be a bigger punk ass bitch than that, but whatever. Thank you, Gina. Sav, it, oh, fuck you, Sav. Sherilyn Cadle, someone contacted the author. She plagiarized. I agree with that because it's profiting off someone's work. It's theft. I absolutely agree with that. And that's what I'm saying. If exactly, Gina, if I'll use Gina for example, because I know there was an issue there. If Gina went real life on someone else, I get it. I absolutely get it. But Gina didn't go real life on anybody. Nobody should go real life on her. If she's getting away with having a cat, that's not your fucking business. It's not your, just because you may not like Gina, it's not your job to contact her landlord, her building, her whatever. To me, that is someone that can never be trusted. That's someone that can never be trusted with any kind of information, with any I'm sorry, that's not someone I would ever fuck with. If Gina can get away with having a cat, well, then that's on Gina. That's nobody else's business. No, I know, yep. I'm just saying in general. That's what the whole fight was over. Oh, I've had CPS calling me 5 times from YouTube. CPS is going real life. That kind of stuff is real life. That's the kind of stuff that when we say don't go real life, that's what we're talking about. But not liking someone on YouTube doesn't give you a right to go real life on them. It doesn't give you a right to call their doctor. It doesn't give you a right to call CPS on them. I even tossed at one point. There was a girl, I forgot her name. It was Trisha something, not truthfully Trisha. If anyone knows who I'm talking about, let me know. Trisha something, and CPS was called and they took her daughter. She was a fucking whack job, like total whack job. And rightfully so, her daughter deserved to be taken away. Hey, Southern gal, her daughter deserved to be taken away. But I was tossed. Trishalicious, thank you, Christy. I was literally tossed because I'm like, it's still YouTube. And everyone's like, but you don't know, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. It's still YouTube. What gives anybody the right to call CPS on somebody on YouTube? So I was tossed. Like, I'm like, I don't know. And everyone's like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm like, okay. Calling PJ's job, passing around doxes, encouraging a person to go to Summer's Day. That would be a real lifer, 100%. So somewhere in this Kurama low life community, and that's what I call it, the line of what's real life has gotten blurred. And so many people think, all right, let me back up for a second. Some of you might cringe when I say this, but please, please hear the whole thing out. There's many of us, many people I've heard wonder how Queen Bee does as well as she does. Well, here, and now we have all these people trying to emulate her. Here's a newsflash, people. You're not going to emulate what she does. She honed in on a specific type of audience during a time that nobody else was doing it. Now everybody's trying to do it. And you have all these real lifers making it okay to do real life because she gets away with it. But you're not her. You don't have the audience she has. You don't have the people she has. You're not her. You don't have the panel she has that has saved her ass 1,500 times. But regardless, what she does is not okay, but it's what she does. So you have all these copycat channels that are thinking that, well, she does it, so it's perfectly okay for me to do it. No, it's not, because you're not her. And I'm not justifying what she does, but this is reality. And it frustrates me when now all these other channels popping up thinking that they can do what she's gotten away with. No, you can't. Just like I couldn't get away with what Popcorn Planet gets away with. Most people couldn't. And roses are red, that's not the point. And I agree, it only lasts so long. But my point is that she has a specific audience and that's her thing. That's what she does. Whether we agree with it, disagree with it, not the point. That's her audience, and nobody's gonna be Queen Bee. That's her. That's who she is. And that's her audience. So anyone that tries to think that they can emulate her and they can do exactly what she does and it's gonna work, probably not. And I know people are gonna think I'm talking about Granny. I'm not even close to thinking about Granny. I'm thinking about all these other channels that came from QB that thinks they're going to emulate her and that they're going to do what she does, and they're going to have big channels, and they're going to have people dropping super chats, and they're going to have people buy memberships, and we're going to be able to go real life, and we're going to be able to dox, and we're going to be able to do shit behind the scenes. And we can be just like her because it's working for her. No, because you're not her. And you don't have her audience. You don't have her panel guest. You don't have her quote unquote protectors the way she does and how she's always had them. So all these channels, and most of you guys know like the ones I'm thinking of, but most of these channels that are doing this are giving this community the worst name possible. They think, again, that if they emulate her, they are going to be as big as her. They think if they emulate everything she does, yeah, fake Dolly, get rid of them. If they do everything that she does, then they'll be as successful as her. It's not going to happen. So I really wish people would be their own person. Hey, Verika, would be their own person and stop trying to emulate her, because you'll never be her. Sorry, not sorry. You just won't. She has her niche. She has her protectors. She has her people. Do your own thing. Plain and simple. But you have these other channels that not only want acceptance so bad, but are trying so hard, even to the point of fucking going real life. And again, they think because she did it or she does it, it's okay. Hey, Mr. Nobody. Hey, SoulFlow. Talking about multiple people. All right, let me make this clear as day. Who I'm not talking about in any regard is Granny's Watching. Granny's Watching also has her own niche, her own people, her own she came from a different community. So I'm absolutely not even thinking about her in this. I'm talking about the people that have spawned from QB. And there's many creators that have spawned from her that are trying to emulate her and couldn't get a fact right if they fucking tried. So now I forgot where I was going with this. Hey, Frenchie. I don't put anyone on a higher standard, on a pedestal around here. Nobody, either creator or subs, is above and beyond anyone else. That's a matter of opinion, which most things are a matter of opinion. From a sub perspective, I don't agree with that, because Bailey Sarian is absolutely above me. 1,000,000%. Iqmal, way above me. He may not be cuter, just like I'm nowhere near as cute as Bailey Sarian, but she's definitely above me, like 10-fold, 20-fold, and way better looking than me by 20-fold. It doesn't mean I'm ugly, but I'm not Bailey Sarian, and I'm okay with that. Do you know what I'm saying, though? Like, so that's a matter of perception. If nobody was above you, yeah, but if no one was above you, you'd have nothing to reach for. Do you know what I mean? So that's just my own personal feeling of that. to me, if there was no one above me, I'd have nobody to reach for, you know? And the super chat doc supporters are on another level of disgusting. I agree with that too. But we're not even going to go there. No, Allie, Crystal had a good point earlier. He's very consistent and he'll do drama on someone else's channel, but he doesn't do drama on his own channel. So I agree with that. I think the whole going legal thing has gotten out of fucking control. But I understand it. I really do. I understand why people are going legal. And Crystal, I absolutely agree with you 110% that I am in competition with myself, but I attain to be a Tom Ford one day. I attain to be a Joe Malone one day. I attain to be some of these French companies that I can't even pronounce. They're above me, but I want to be like them. But in order for me to get there, I'm not fighting with the little guys down here. No, I'm in competition with me, with myself to get there. So, Wanderer, that's why we're starting our own. So let me move on. You guys are throwing me off with chat. So here's one thing why I'm leaving the community and why I want you guys to come with me to the new community. I have no idea what the new community is, but we are building it. Is that the morality police around here are ridiculous. Ridiculous. No, I'm not leaving YouTube. We are building our own community. I'm out of this Krama low-life community because it's insane. We are just building our own community. This is the last night I'm going to talk about anybody in this community. We're done. And you guys will understand after I get everything out tonight. I don't care if I got to fucking talk about the aliens from Miami. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow, the aliens from Miami. But I can't do this Krama shit, and you guys will understand why. So now we have the moral police around here. And the moral police want to... All right, let me back up. This is what I hear a lot, all right? This is what I hear. I hear, well, I just want to call them out. I'm going to call out the fuck shit. Okay? Please tell me why. All right, let me back up. As a creator, I have certain morals and views and values, and that's why you guys come to me, you like me, you agree with me. You may not agree with everything, obviously, but we're on the same wavelength. We're on the same page about a lot of things. That's why you guys, enjoy me as a creator. And I'm cute. So, I'm kidding. So, again, I don't want an echo chamber. I certainly don't want everyone to agree with every fucking thing I say, because that would be the lamest chat ever, especially because I read the chat. I definitely don't want ass kissers. I want people to debate me. I want people that, but generally speaking, we all share the same views for the most part. So if I constantly said, well, I'm going to call this one out, I'm going to call that one out, I'm going to call this one out, I'm going to call that one out, because they're doing this or they're doing that, why is it your business? Why do you fucking care if Betty is doing fuck shit? I'm not talking about a daily thing. I mean, I'm sorry I said that wrong. I'm not talking about calling someone out every once in a blue moon. Everybody's got a right to that. But somebody's morals doesn't make it everybody else's morals. My morals, thanks, Muscles. Hey, darling, my morals might be totally different than Rhonda's. Rhonda's morals might think that Andrew is funny and hysterical, and she finds it funny. And I may say, you're a fucking psycho because she's crazy. Who's right? Neither one of us are right. Neither one of us are wrong. It's just a matter of opinion. So when I hear all these creators running around, and I'm not speaking about QB here, I'm talking about all these smaller channels that think, and if you're a really small channel and you think I'm talking about you, I probably am. And take out clip channels. I'm not even talking about clip channels. Clip channels can talk about whatever the hell they want to talk about. That's their job, to clip things. I'm talking about, and people in chat, if you want to start naming channels, I'll tell you. I'll say it. But I hear all of these channels talk about, well, I'm going to talk about ding, 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 KCG. First one on my mind. That's the top one on my mind. If you, oh, Misha, I really wasn't even thinking about them. To be honest with you, I really wasn't. But I'm just so tired of all of these people thinking they're going to call out someone that's already been called out 10 times, but they're going to call out someone because they deem them worthy of being called out, or they deem them less than. Who the fuck are you to think that you have a right to call anybody out, especially when you don't even fucking watch the shit? Because if you did, you would have a clue, a fucking clue, as to everything you said is a blatant lie. But I see this over and over and over. And every night it's the same thing. And I heard someone else say, well, we're going to call them out. Why are your morals higher than someone else's? Now, if you're personally involved in something, like I fight with people that I'm personally involved in, that they've talked shit about me, they've said stuff about me, but so rarely, and I mean rarely, I'm not saying it's never happened, but so rarely will you hear me do a live and say, we're going to call this person out because their morals are fucked up, because their morals are wrong. Who the fuck are you to judge? Now, again, once in a blue moon, something comes up. Like I've called Betty out, here and there. I've called creators out that didn't talk to me. I've called JLR out a couple times. I've called people out. I'm not saying never. I'm saying overall. If you don't like someone, stop watching them. If you despise someone, stop watching them. I've heard more lies spread about me in the last couple of days than I think I've heard in the last year. It's fucking comical. Literally comical. If you have nothing to say and you just have to lie about me, that's on you. That's totally your problem. Don't make it a my problem. But if you want to make it a my problem, don't be surprised when I do it back to you. Don't be surprised if I go live and just start lying about you. But the reason I don't, because that's not how I roll. I may make a community post, but in general, that's just not how I roll. Certain people are pieces of shit whether I lie about them or not, and people find out on their own. Nobody, I don't need to lie because you're a piece of shit, whether I lie about you or not. And people see it and people know it. But this moral police shit has got to stop. It just has to. This moral police that you don't like something that somebody's doing, then don't watch them. The last couple of rants from Psycho over there, I never said a word. Hey, Debbie, not one word. Didn't address it, nothing. I got another one lying, projecting all his bullshit onto me. I made a community post. I'm not giving this motherfucker any time. I'm not giving him a thought in my head. What you just heard right now is the most thought you're going to get. So, again, if you don't like someone, don't watch them. It's that simple. That simple. But if you are going to talk about someone, make sure that you know what you're talking about and stop getting involved in someone else's fight. When I say don't get involved in someone else's fight, don't go white knighting for somebody. Now, if it was like Sinner and Headstones, where Sinner goes to bat for Headstones, that's not what I'm talking about. That's perfectly fine. I'm talking a certain someone who white knights for complete fucking psycho and gets everything wrong. And nobody corrects it. Why don't I correct it? Because I don't give a fuck. The woman is an idiot. Oh, I'll still see clips time out, but I'm saying that I'm done dealing with the lowlifes in this community. That's what I'm saying. I personally don't want to be a hypocrite and say, all right, let me rephrase that. Point can't apply your morals to others, dude is vile. I'll agree with that. I would never even had him on panel. Hey, Misha. To me, that guy is not worthy of being on my panel. But that's me. It is going to be hard to ignore. 100%. But you know what? Ikmel does it. Other people that are in this community, quote unquote, do it. Am I saying I'm going to be perfect and I'm never going to mention any of them? Probably not. I can't say I'm going to be perfect. But what the overall audience of this community has come to is that going real life is okay. That I can do, but you can't do. I always call him Ikmel. That's all he'll ever be, is Ikmel. I know he's like Ikidmel or whatever, but to me, he's always Ikmel. And I'm not saying he's not Chronicles. I don't know him well enough to base that opinion. But I'll give you an example that I told Patreons earlier of why I can't stand this community. You have Ikmel, who just hit 200,000 subs, doing very well. Congratulations. And then you have Burden of Proof. Burden of Proof and Ikmel really cover the same stuff. Sometimes she gets it before Ikmel does. And Ikmel will have 2,000 to 3,000 and Burden of Proof will have 20. covering the same thing. Is it algorithm only, or is it more? Last week, I covered 2 different topics. The next day, QB and GW was saying the same thing that I did the night before. They had doubled the amount of views. Why? It was already covered 2 days prior. Not so much Granny, but QB. QB says stuff 2 days later and still has a bigger audience, which is fine. But that's that kind of, and then they run over to Dolly's. I'm not that person. Like, I'm not, you're not going to hear me be like them. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making this sound right. Their audience is not my type of audience. And that's fine. That's why we're all different creators. But I also won't compete with it. Do you know what I mean? There's no reason to compete with it because it's not, I don't want that shit show audience. I don't want an audience that wants that shit show 24/7. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I started here. It's just not my audience. So that's what I'm getting at. And that seems to be what this community wants. And I won't go there. Yeah, a shit show once in a blue moon, but so many people want 400 people watching Andrew. Why? Why would you even bother listening to this loser? And again, why would you even want him on panel? Blech. I wouldn't want this guy fucking anywhere near me. Exactly, call me Frenchie. It has gotten out of a community. We used to have rules. We used to have, hey, Aussie, we used to have certain things that we allowed and disallowed, and now it's so far out. It's just out of control. And everybody, May Noodles, hope you don't mind. I'm going to play You're Alive. I'm not at Morbid yet, but I watched her live last night, and that's where it came from. If you want a link, I'll give you a link once I hit that, because yeah, I'm almost there. I just got to finish up what I was saying. Yeah, it was absolutely fucking vile what Andrew said. This is a Summer Wells community. Why do you want fucking drama? There is a missing little girl, and there is drama everywhere. And then you have a low-life missing fucking teeth like Morbid. I'm sorry, not Morbid. Duh. Morbid's not missing his teeth, I don't think. May Noodles threw me off here. You have Andrew, who's fucking missing teeth, who doesn't give a shit about Summer, his son, doesn't care about anything. And yeah, bring them on panel, and 900 people, 1,200 people, whatever, have no problem with it. That is disgusting. It's absolutely fucking disgusting. And I'm sorry, I don't want to hear what Andrew has to say. I don't want to hear what fucking Andrew thoughts are. He's trash. So the fact that there's 1,000 people, 1,200 people watching this, no thanks. No thanks. Exactly, Evil Queen. That's how I feel. Fuck that. So that's why I said we're starting a new community. Anyone is welcome who doesn't want a shit show, who's not looking for someone who's missing teeth, who's not looking for someone that can't hold a conversation. And, you know, I put it like this. You guys are going to belong in this community regardless whether you super chat, whether you membership. That's what a community is. And somehow now there has been this overlap. You must super chat to fit in. You must super chat to be acknowledged. That's not what our community was about. And now that's what the community is about. It is sick. And I don't even understand why, but yeah, I want no part of it. And I know people are talking about Galera's views. More power to him. He wanted to hook up with Turtle Boy. He wanted to get out of a rut of his channel. I don't watch Galera, but I'm not going to down him for doing what he's got to do. And if he's growing, congratulations. It's not my business. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't suck ass to Turtle Boy for views, but that's me. You know what I mean? Mr. Nobody, exactly. This community has turned into a full-on fucking Jerry Springer show. 100%. And it's sick and it's disgusting and it's gross. And I won't be a part of it. And if, again, there's nothing wrong with seeing a shit show once in a while. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to someone once in a while, which again goes into the morbid stream. But all this petty bullshit and all of this, bra is not required, Christy, only for me. But all of this petty nonsense and these moral authorities thinking that they're so much better. Just stop. Get your own fucking content. Just worry about you. And keep my name out of your mouth. That's it. Any questions? Rhonda, if Galera blows up to 500,000 subs, more power to him. I will never sell my soul for views and subs. I won't. I really won't. Never have, and I never will. But that I'm not going to down someone else that does. If you can look in a mirror and be proud of who you are for that, go right ahead. That's okay, AMAC. I'm talking about these losers that are lying about me nonstop and just making up stuff. And I'm tired of it. I really am. Just keep me out of your fucking mouth. I will absolutely vent now and again if my name is involved in it. If my name is not involved, then I'm not going to. If my name is involved and these people don't shut the fuck up, eventually I'm going to clap back. Eventually. But again, I've heard more lies about me today from Waggles over there. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. He's like looking in a mirror, speaking of himself, inserting my name. It was fucking weird. Same thing with the other one. It's just strange, but okay. So now let's get into morbid. So last night, one of my Patreons says, did you guys hear what is going on? And I said, what do you mean? Morbid was catfished by somebody that we all know. What? Yeah, Waggles. I wouldn't even give him the time of day to give his real name. Just Waggles. Weeble Waggles, but they don't fall down. That's him. So, yeah, Morbid was catfished by Peyton. Now you're wondering, like, who's Peyton? Well, Peyton was a mod for Zavgirl. Peyton was also a mod for Manimal Reacts. Peyton used to come in here, was nice, was cool, didn't think much of it. So, yeah, she was always very nice. And then I'm listening to, thank you, Ashley. I'm listening to what my Patreon dropped last night, which was May Noodles. And at first I'm like, this can't be real. this got to be fake. You know, it's hard. I know they're going back and forth. And then as I'm listening, I'm like, no, I think this is fucking real. Peyton was always flirting with Capone. I was like, I think this is the real deal. So then whoever May Noodles was on panel with was saying that Peyton had then changed her picture. Oh, he was really catfished. So I am going to drop a link for May because she's the one that discovered it. So it's always better for that person to explain it rather than me trying to explain it secondhand. So why is this not working? Why does my internet suck tonight? All right. All right, May Noodles, I just dropped a link. Yeah, it's much easier for you to try to explain it. Yeah, he was really catfished. Like, May Noodles had the girl on that whose picture she actually stole. Like, be prepared to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is the kind of shit show that I enjoy. Like, this to me is funny. Because is it karma? Did Morbid get his own karma? Or did Morbid know? Sly Angel, that I don't know. Exactly, AMAC. This sounds fun. And people in May Noodles chat last night was talking about you know, the girl looks 16. And that was my thought too, that the girl was like freaking 16. But no, she said she was 24. There you are. 24. Hey.
Oh, hey, you're fast.
All right. I'm Laura, by the way.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
Hi. Now, I don't have any issues. I have issues with Morbid, but we go back and forth. But I don't at the moment have any issues. So this is not like a bash Morbid, but this to me seems like karma. It really does. So explain how this all came about and how you guys found this girl and how'd you know you were being catfished? How did you guys find out it was a catfish?
Well, we in my Discord, and you're more than welcome to join if you ever want to. It's been under like everyone's radar since they started dating, and but they apparently started dating while him and I were together in October.
Do you believe that?
Not maybe a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure because I've heard mixed things. But apparently, I don't know. It's like it's a short lapse there. It's fine. I don't care either way. I mean, I dodged a bullet, but it started out when it really came into full circle when I got a four-part email the other night right before I went live. Not last night. And it was really seemed genuine. And it was somebody that claimed to be a victim of the fake Peyton, who he now believes named as Karen. But and she's supposedly 61 years old. Oh. And so this person sent me the real Peyton's Instagram link and as well as her TikTok link and said, hey, I suspect that Peyton is a catfish, that she's been catfishing him. They said that they've been watching my things for a while and they don't have 100% proof, but they kind of just insinuated they wanted me to look into it. Okay. So I shared this information. And to be fair, I wouldn't have really looked at it twice had this person not come off so genuine. You know, sometimes you could just tell.
How did they contact you? Peyton, if you want to take the link, please do. What made them contact you to begin with?
I'm not sure. I have my email posted in my description.
Okay.
And I guess they were watching for a while. And so that made me question things. And then so I shared it with some people that I personally know in Discord. And then I'm sure Lossless, do you know who Whoosh is? Lossless?
No.
He's one of the people that went up. He was on the Pod Trash.
Okay.
It goes really deep, but he reached out to Peyton and the real Peyton on TikTok, and she got back to him. And then I woke up from a nap yesterday, and I see all this going down in Discord that the real Peyton was there. And
okay, all right, this is where I was lost last night.
Okay.
How did Peyton contact you to know that Morbid was allegedly seeing a girl named Peyton that stole her picture? Like, the odds of that, I would say go win lotto, because
yeah, it's wild.
like,
I can explain.
How would she have contacted you?
Because I asked Lossless to look into this for me. He was the man that was on panel with us. Like I said, he goes way back with James. Like, he sent her to my Discord.
Okay, that makes sense. That, because it sounded, the way you said it before, it sounded like you were saying some random girl just happened to be watching you and discovered that, you know, you guys are all connected. That's the way it made it sound. But that makes more sense. You were looking at,
she had no idea. No.
Okay, perfect. All right, now I get it. And don't let me forget for you to play that voicemail from New Year's Eve. I was cringing when you played that last night. I don't want you to forget. Okay, go on.
That was Christmas Eve, but yeah, equally just as cringy.
It was cringeworthy.
Yes.
All right, go on. All right, so go on. So you guys connected, you meet in Discord. She finds out that somebody is using her picture. And she's dumbfounded. She has no idea.
Yes. And at first, she seemed like, you know, oh, it's the real Peyton. That's the real Peyton in chat. Peyton Sherman is the real Peyton.
Okay.
Hi, Peyton.
You can grab the link.
She's pretty new to YouTube as far as live streaming, but she's influencer on other platforms with a really good following.
Okay.
And you can, you know, link back to all her information. It's the real her. So, what were you asking? I'm sorry, I got distracted when I saw Peyton.
That, yeah, you were just explaining, laying the groundwork and how you guys all connected.
Oh, yeah. So I missed a whole portion of it because everyone in my Discord, they're so supportive. They're like, go live, go live, go live. She's willing to come up and talk about it. So I'm like half asleep, and I quickly put together a live and then dropped the link in my Discord, and Peyton, you know, for the StreamYard, and Peyton comes in, and it just all unfolded from there.
And yeah, Peyton, I would love for you to take a link, kind of just to reiterate, because a lot of us didn't hear what happened last night of how all of this went down.
Yes. Yeah.
Why? All right. Do you think that Morbid knew that he was being catfished?
Judging by his reaction, because me and Peyton, okay, I'll start with this. The short answer is no, I don't think he knew. But here's why. I went, me and Peyton, I'm sorry, I left this part out. I feel like it's important. Before I went live, people were in my Discord dropping Morbid's live link. So I guess she showed up in Morbid's live and got instantly blocked. So she clicked the StreamYard link that somebody posted in my Discord for Morbid's live, and I clicked the StreamYard link. So I didn't really talk to Peyton much in my Discord because I was trying to get everything together. And what was I gonna say? Me and her both showed up in his back chat, and I was like, I'm his ex, and he catfished me too. And she goes, then what are we doing here? Let them be in love.
Wow.
instantly banned us both, and then me and her wound up back in my Discord, and then we coordinated the live.
So this girl has been using Peyton's info. Like I heard from somebody that reached out to her today. I think that's where I heard it. That, oh no, Peyton said it last night that like if Peyton posted something about her being sick, all of a sudden fake Peyton would say she was sick.
Yes, the real Peyton had said that, I believe in Discord, that she was copying her whole life along with the timeline of, let's say, Peyton, the real Peyton said something, then Karen was faking like she was sick for sympathy and everything. The person that reached out to me, the one that wishes to stay anonymous, the person that reached out to me through email also has been communicating with Peyton, the real Peyton, and the real Peyton felt hurt that this person was using her, oh, I'm sorry, using her information to be a slime ball and hurt other people.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. I mean, it wasn't anything that I was going full blown on. I mean, honestly, the whole fake Peyton didn't really interest me that much. You know, I was more interested in the shit Morbid's been doing or has done to other people. And I didn't really think this was going to come of anything because I didn't know where to start. But thank God to internet sleuths and some really good people figured this all out, and it all came full circle. So I was finding out a lot of this as we were going along in live.
Well, the real Peyton said that she would go on camera to show everybody that she is the real person.
Yes, she did say she would do that. Oh, Peyton said she was mirroring everything I did online to her real life. When I had something going on, she played it. Peyton, just so you know, if you want to come up, honey, she dropped the link for the StreamYard like I gave you yesterday. So it's like the same format.
Yeah, you just click it.
Yeah. So if you do want to come up, she dropped the link for you.
So why do you think somebody would just randomly take somebody and use their info?
I think I don't understand it because I don't know what satisfaction people get out of faking who they are, but I think people do this kind of thing because they want attention from men, honestly, or women. And that's how they get it. Maybe they, you know, I don't know. Otherwise, they wouldn't get. But the crazy thing is, too, is I heard that the fake Peyton, also her real name, I already said was Karen. I'm not going to say her last name, but I do know her last name. But her first name is Karen, and she supposedly is a mother and a grandmother, and her husband supposedly passed away. And the fake Peyton has told other people that she's a widow and that she never got to fill her mansion with babies.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Of course, her name is Karen.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
So when did you and Morbid stop talking? When did you come back from your trip?
Early November.
Okay. Can you pull up that voicemail?
Sure.
Guys, you guys have to hear this, okay?
If you give me 1 second, I'm just going to mute really quick, okay? And I'll go pull it up.
Okay. I legit lost respect for Morbid after hearing this yesterday. Not that I had so much respect for him, but I absolutely lost 90% after hearing this voicemail. I was dumbfounded. This happened on Christmas Eve of 2023. I've dated guys for years that wouldn't do this a month later. Is that you snoring? For all the shit that Morbid talks about her, one would think that he would just walk away. And after hearing this, that is the dog. Sorry, my dog is snoring. If after you guys hear this, you'll know what I mean. But it made May Noodles to me 10 times more credible. Because if someone would have told me that he left this kind of voicemail, I would have said, you guys are full of shit. No way, no how. But sure enough, it is proven that it's Christmas. It's after they meet, which would be this past Christmas. And there's just no denying it. And I was dumbfounded. I was like, wow, just wow.
Yeah, also I was live while he was calling me. And it's not the only voicemail he left, but I chose to keep the other one private because of the derogatory things he was saying about my father and my children. So I just decided to leave that one out. But this one I did share. I presented it and
Yeah.
sharing my screen. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if it went through. So
Guys,
whenever you're
this is Christmas of this year.
yeah,
This
this was
just a couple weeks ago, after all the shit that he talked. Listen to this voicemail.
also
Dumbfounded.
Peyton is on. You could hear, I'm not the real Peyton, the fake Peyton is on here, and you could hear her telling him to hang up the phone, and you could hear her laugh a few times too. This is when she kind of really came under my radar because I'm like, really? You're messing with me too? Like, this has nothing to do with you. But here we go. Are you ready for me to play it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, dummy. You're ugly. You're fat. You're a slob. You're stupid. Hi. Hi, you idiot. Hey, Fatso, are you there? Hey, wake up, dum-dum. I just want to say something to you, you fat, ugly piece of shit. Hey, dummy, I know you're still on. Put me on your dumb string no one cares about. Fuckhead. Why do you look like Frankenstein? By the way, I have the most beautiful girlfriend, unlike you. You look like a dude. A dude on steroids.
Pause this for a second.
Oh, fuck. See you later, bitch. I mean, sir.
For anyone that's confused, this is a message Morbid left from May Noodles after talking so much shit about her for the last 2 months. This is what he leaves for her on Christmas Eve. I'm still dumbfounded. Second time I'm hearing it, I'm dumbfounded. All right, go on.
Yeah. And now that I let you know, you can listen out for Karen's voice in here. It's weird. I'll play it again.
Okay.
Hello? You're a dummy. Hello? Shut your mouth. Are you alone, Dave? I don't even know what's happening here. Nope. All right. Take care of you, ugly piece of shit. I ain't calling you. I called you already, you dummy. I'll fuck your mom. Remember, you hate your mom. Dummy. You're jealous. You're so jealous that I actually have a hot girlfriend. It's your dad. Remember the guy who threatened my life? Yeah, he's stupid. Yeah, no one cares. Right? Are you at an airport? Do you stay at the airport? airport for 6 hours. Mr. G, you could have Mr. G. I don't want that guy. You could take him. How do I get rid of this stupid idiot? Oh, all right. Well, anyhow, I just want to let you know that maybe you shouldn't scathe your teeth against male's shaft of a penis. Okay? And I'm doing great, by the way. I have a beautiful girlfriend. She's amazing.
There's that.
Wasn't there more to it, though? I thought it ended a different way last night.
No, I don't think I skipped past any part of it. We did play a different voicemail that Karen left somebody that used to mod with her in Zav Girls.
I don't know. It was that voice. That was one of the voices, but I thought it ended rougher. I thought it ended with her voice.
Oh, I didn't skip. I do that sometimes where I accidentally like go to play it and I skip it. Let me see if I could find it. Do you want to take it off the screen while I look for it? So
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right.
Okay. Swendig, as far as leaving a drunk voicemail, no, not after the age of 20. That's something kids do. That's something you do when you're a child. That's not something you do as a 50-year-old man. Sorry, not sorry. That to me is vile and just not something an adult should do. Especially a grown man who's been talking shit about her for 2 months already. You know, again, if it was a child, if I would expect that from Sage or Sage's boyfriends or something like that. Yeah, absolutely. Sage would tell me, hey, I called him and I hung up on him. And that's something teenagers do. That's something you do in your 20s, early 20s, not something you do in your 50s. Crystal, you can leave me all the messages you want. Pull it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I can rewind it. And you could listen again. Maybe I did something wrong.
No, I thought that it ended like a lot rougher. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I heard it wrong.
Yeah, sometimes I do that. I catch myself doing that all the time where I like accidentally click on somewhere in the timeline and forward it somewhere on accident. So I don't know if I did that. But here, I'll put. You can stop it at any time or ask me to pause.
Okay.
But okay.
I just want to say something to you, you fat, ugly piece of shit.
That's it right there.
Yeah, you hear her laugh?
Right.
Hey, dummy, I know you're still on. Put me on your dumb string no one cares about. Fuckhead. Why do you look like Frankenstein? By the way, I have the most beautiful girlfriend, unlike you. You look like a dude. A dude on steroids. Dumb fuck. See you later, bitch. I mean, sir. Hello? You're a dummy. Hello? Shut your mouth. Are you alone, Dave? I don't even know what's happening here. Nope. All right. Take care of you, ugly piece of shit. I ain't calling you. I called you already, dummy. I'll fuck your mom. Remember, you hate your mom. Dummy. you're so jealous that I actually have a hot girlfriend. It's your dad. Remember the guy who threatened my life? Yeah, he's stupid. Yeah, no one cares. Right? Are you at the airport? You stay at the airport for 6 hours? Mr. G, you could have Mr. G. I don't want that guy. You could take him. How do I get rid of this stupid idiot? Oh, all right. Well, anyhow, I just want to let you know that maybe you shouldn't scathe your teeth against a male's shaft of a penis. Okay? And I'm doing great, by the way. I have a beautiful girlfriend. She's amazing.
Okay. Does he know he was catfished?
That's a question I would like to know too. But like I said, judging by the way he reacted when me and Peyton were in his back chat and banning us, I don't think he knew, because his voice got all weird. He did one of those music, he's like, I'll be right back. And then he came back and, Andrew was in the middle of building some Legos on his live. And he just like tried to end it without even telling Andrew, like, we're done. And then he wound up telling Andrew, stop what you're doing now. We'll pick up where you left off. I got to go to Sizzlers tomorrow to celebrate Christmas with my family. And I got to cut this short. And then he deleted his live stream.
He always does that, though. He deletes a lot of live streams.
Yeah. But he was supposed to, he had all these things planned. And he only did an hour live stream and then just ended abruptly.
Wow.
Yeah. So I found it really peculiar. So I think he found out with the rest of us, honestly, but I don't know for sure. That's just my opinion. I don't think
you guys found out. Ashley, you can come up. You guys found out that, what was the other thing that was said last night? That there was some other stuff you guys found out.
Yeah, because of Ashley. That's where it came in after we talked to the real Peyton. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Flora.
That's okay.
Ashley is the one who modded with the fake Peyton and Zav girls. And she came in the chat and I saw her comments and I was like, oh wait, like she says that she was also catfished by Peyton. So her and I think another mod, her name is Juicy J, she came up. They both came up and they found out on their own side thing, on their own side investigation. I guess they've been investigating this privately for like a year. And it goes really deep. She came up, she showed us what the real Peyton really sounds like, because she had a voicemail that she sent to me. And she sounded like a raspy, older Hispanic woman. And she was able to trace back emails that she was getting from two separate people, one being the fake Peyton, another one being a guy, and they came from the exact same location.
So what made Zav's mods look into who Peyton was?
Because Peyton used to mod for Zav Girl. And they caught her in a lot of lies and things just weren't adding up.
Okay.
And I believe
lies or bullshit lies?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Important lies or like bullshit lies?
Well, like she would accidentally comment under, she was saying that she'd respond, the fake Peyton would respond with the wrong account and then like delete it in the chat, and that she was really, really sexual in chat, made people uncomfortable. They said she's the one who, Ashley's the one who said that Peyton said that she had a dead husband and couldn't fill her mansion with babies. And like just things didn't add up between her voice, her age, her being a widow. It just all, I guess they saw a lot of things that made them uncomfortable.
So
And
you guys were looking, not you, but Ashley, you guys were looking into her to protect Zav Girl as a mod, not just because you thought she was an asshole, but it was more to protect Zav Girl as a mod,
I
right?
believe
From Animal.
I think Zav Girl unmodded Peyton, so Peyton went over to Manimal.
Yeah.
I'm not Manimal, yeah, and that he wound up exposing Peyton.
Oh, he did?
I guess so. I didn't see any of that, but Ashley would be the best one to ask. She knows a lot.
Okay, so Manimal outed Peyton? What? Sorry, Fluffer.
Ashley, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Because Manimal was the one who found out that those two separate people were the same, coming from the same device in the same location.
But it was a long time. Yeah, did she, Crystal? See, I don't remember. She said, Crystal said that every time Peyton came in, she was always asking for a wrench in my chat. She never got one, but.
Well, good. Maybe you had like a gut instinct or something subliminally.
Yeah, anyone that can. I mean, my own Patreons don't even ask. You know, like it's weird that whenever someone comes in here and says, "Oh, can I have a wrench? Can I have a?" Yeah, that's a surefire way. You're not getting one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had anybody ask for a wrench. I've had somebody ask to get their wrench back, but yeah, it is kind of weird.
You think it's karma?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I do too. All right, so yeah, stream a couple of months ago, Manimal outed fake Peyton. The real girl had contacted him before she was ever coming to YouTube as Peyton.
And by the way,
weird.
Ashley showed me, she emailed me many, many receipts. She's very credible. She had the voicemails, she had the pictures of the locations that matched and the emails along with Peyton's email. She even used the real Peyton's like Instagram email, I believe, but just slightly different.
Yeah, I was going to say, how would she use somebody else's email?
Yeah, well, it was just slightly different, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. I'm still like absorbing everything.
Wow.
You know, but I'm telling you, some people out there, they will for no gain whatsoever will just, if you put it out there, they will do the digging for you, and it's insane what has come up. Because I'm new to YouTube. Excuse me, hold on. I'm new to YouTube and this whole internet world. I've never done content creating or anything. I only came up because Morbid made that 5.5 hour live stream lying about me. And it was like so traumatizing that I reacted by starting a channel. But then it took on a life of its own. And I found out he had such a dark, dark history. And he's hurt so many people. And I, like almost every single one of my subscribers have been hurt by this man in some way or another.
See, and I know that you and him have gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to the point it's like, oh my God, stop. But I understand. One thing I will say, I absolutely understand why you would look into this. If someone left me a voicemail like that on Christmas, after they're talking all this shit about me, I was like, I need to find out who the fuck this bitch is. So I absolutely have no problem with that. And I would do the exact same thing.
Right. And I wish I could tell you or show you the amount of people that reach out to me all the time and are just on top of everything. It's crazy. It's became like, I started this, but it's like self-sustainable. It's taken on a life of its own. Like it just keeps going. And he does a lot of nasty things to me that people don't always see. or notice. And I've been trying to walk away from this and kind of venture off and do my own thing, because I did find a lot of people in the community that are just worth staying for. Honestly, the subscribers are just so good. And every time I try to walk away, he does something else. He docks my children. He docks their father's names. And he put out my first and last name. He encouraged people to call CPS on me. He does a lot of things where I just feel like I'm put in a corner, and if I could disprove his lies, I'm going to. That might take the rest of the year because he's lied so much. But if I can, I will. Otherwise, but like I said, now there's so many other moving parts of people that he's hurt. It's just a never-ending cycle. It's insane. I couldn't possibly cover it all.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother trying.
Yeah, it goes deep. It's almost overwhelming.
But this one caught me by surprise, because I was like, what? Catfished? What? And
yeah, isn't that ironic?
I just don't understand. What happened between Wendy and him?
Oh my goodness.
He's
keep terrible to Wendy.
I hate Jimmerman. But what happened?
What didn't happen is a shorter response. So
I mean, last I knew, he was raising money.
Yeah, well, he didn't really raise money from what I understand. Okay, so just to narrow it down, she had donated money to him because he blocked her. She donated, I guess she calculated roughly $5,000. It was a little under $5,000. And she had it written down because people are like, oh, well, you donated it, then he doesn't have to give it back to you. But she donated it to get his attention. And then people were like, hey, give one, because he had her blocked. This was years ago. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to give it back to her. So she was waiting for it back, and he never gave it back to her. And she never said anything. Yes, he called her a scammer too. He kept calling her a scammer. And she was like, she realized after I don't know if you saw what he did with Wheezy and Shamrock and Ing on her panel. He went over
some of it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I saw some of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, and she's cried so many times since then. And it was heartbreaking. And he also made her cry her eyes out. She came on my stream after she went over recently. This is what happened. She went over to his panel because he called her a scammer. So she went up there and she said, she told me too, and I believe this was on her live. She told me to come on live. I didn't know what she was doing. She just said, I'm going to tell people how much he really owes me. That's what she texted me. So she gave me the link. I just went up there to support her.
I thought it was 700.
She only told people that's how much he owed her. She said that she was tired of protecting him and that she realized he was a bad person and a scammer. And she was afraid he was going to go after her the way he has everyone else. But she said, I'm not going to keep it in anymore. This is how much he really owes me. And he scammed me, or he's a scammer. He uses me. And she just wanted to come out and tell everyone how he really was towards her. She did that on her live stream. It was completely her decision. Nobody manipulated her, told her to do this. She did this on her own, and she should. And so she went up there. He wound up calling her a scammer after he saw that. He told everybody we were just manipulating her and brainwashing her and all these things, which is 100% not true. Wendy has a mind of her own. She's an adult, and she felt like she wanted to come out and do this because of how he treated her friends. It was really bothering her. So he went up on his live stream is still up. It's under the Morbid X channel, and it says something like Wendy is a scammer and wants $4,999.99 or something like that. And then he made a stupid thumbnail with her picture on it. And she went up there and she goes, I don't like that you're calling me a scammer. it's really hard to watch. He's like, "Oh, what's your Cash App?" She's like, $cat fund. And he's like, "What cunt fund?" She goes, "No, cat fund." He goes, "What cunt fund?" Okay, and he's typing it in the chat, and Peyton's making fun of Wendy, and everyone's making fun of her, and she winds up crying because Tiffany Taboo was up there and Shorty, and they're just like being so nasty to her and morbid, and they're just making fun of her, and she starts crying. And then was it that Shorty bitch, she comes in and she doubles down on Wendy. Wendy leaves the panel, comes over to my live stream, and just breaks down crying. And she was trying to stick up for her friends and saying, "I don't like the way you treated my friends. You owe me money. You said you were going to pay it back, and you never did. You told everyone you were going to pay it back, and you never did." And he just was trying to make her look stupid and make her look not credible, because he was trying to confuse her. And oh yeah, this happened in what, 1990s? Or did I do that? Say no. She goes, "No." And it was hard.
Okay.
It was hard to watch.
So she gave him $5,000 20 years ago?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't 20 years ago. It was, I'm not exactly sure. You'd have to ask Wendy, because I know she has it written down somewhere. But it was I think when he was still Misery Box.
Okay. So within a couple of years, right?
Yes.
Couple of years?
Yeah, about, I would say. Yeah.
Where did she get, I guess my question is, where would she get 5,000 if she's always on his channel asking for money? Are they both scamming?
I don't believe so. No. I know she still works for Howard Stern, and she still goes on his show. So I believe was a source of her income as well.
Okay, but how come she's always on his channel trying to raise money then?
I know she uses her money to help take care of her family, her mom, and recently they became homeless, and Wendy had to go move to Florida from Georgia to live with her aunt, and her mom is living separately from her. And I know she had started going on his show, and he was raising money for her for that. And they did become homeless, and he was trying to, like, I don't know, make it sound like something it wasn't. But I just think, she has money sometimes, and then she runs out, and then she needs to, oh yeah, it was money from a car accident. That's right, Wendy, I'm sorry. She got a settlement for a car accident.
Okay.
That's right. I totally forgot about that.
And that's where the 5,000 came from, Wendy?
But Wendy, she came out and said this, but other people have been telling me this for the past month, that he's did this to her. People that witnessed it happen before Wendy even came out and said anything.
Okay, so she said yes. So she got a settlement from a car accident and gave him 5,000.
Yeah, but it wasn't all at once. She was sending him super chats because he blocked her, and he couldn't see her if she typed in the chat. So she was sending him the money to try to get his attention. And then people were like, don't do that, and they contacted him to get her money back from him because he had her blocked. So he said the reason why he agreed to give it back to her and didn't.
He doesn't have it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's he said that he had to dip into his savings to buy those Disney tickets. So she knows she's not going to get it back. She does know that. It's just one of those things where she just wanted to tell everybody what he did to her. That was pretty much it.
Okay. Well, I thought at first it was 5,000 all at once, but
No.
Okay, that makes sense that it was over time. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that. She says he owes $499,999. Yeah, but she was friends with him all after that. So that's why it's a little, If she
Well,
was friends with him and didn't ask for money and now expects it, it's a little confusing.
well, I don't know if you've ever talked to Wendy, but Wendy just wants to make everyone happy. And she didn't want him to be mad at her. That was like her worst fear because he was telling Wendy he was going to marry her and manipulating the hell out of her to the point where I believe she picked out a wedding dress, or there was like a picture of her in a wedding dress. He told her he was going to marry her and all these things. And that, I believe, she was trying to protect him all these years because she loved him. And when she realized what he did to her and her friends and how he didn't pay her the money back and the way he treated her, and she just was sick of it and came out and was like, well, this is how he really is. And she did that 100% organically. I just got a text one day that she says, I'm going to go live and I want to talk about this.
Okay. Someone asked me to ask you to play a voicemail. Hold on, I'm waiting. I had it up on before, and then I got the one morbid. No, we already played that. We played that.
I think maybe they're talking about the voicemail that the fake Peyton left Ashley.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, yeah. If you give me 1 minute, I'll pull it
Okay.
up. I'll be right back.
All right. I did, but not now. Yeah, Wendy, that's a shame, though. I thought you guys were friends. It's Squirrel. It kind of sounds like Morbid was involved in that scam. It does. He was raising too much money for her, in my opinion. And it's something never sat. The whole thing never sat right with me, to be honest. When a creator uses their platform to constantly raise money for someone else, it's a red flag. I mean, not in a situation like Jonice. That's totally different situation. But I'm saying in general, I don't know. I find it weird. And that's Buka snoring in the background. It was sent to a PayPal and Amazon list, though. Okay, it doesn't mean that he didn't say give me half. I don't know. I just find it weird.
Oh, that was another thing Wendy said, is that he never gave her the full amount that he would promise her. There was quite a few things involved. But again, he was talking to her privately, and he texted her while she was live streaming and she was on my panel, and he was trying to manipulate her, and she knew it. So she's like, he's texting me, and she sent me the screenshots. And once he realized that Wendy was sending me the screenshots, he started saying that the Glairer and I stole $1 million from her, and that he's told her that several times. And
dude,
that
he's obsessed with the Glairer. Fucking obsessed. He is obsessed with the Glairer.
Oh yeah, and the funny thing is, he's hated him way before he's willing to admit. And I have those text messages where he already knew about he already knew. Blair came to him privately. He already knew about the Beck thing with Morbid's ex and the Glare. He already knew way early on. He did that, I think, because of the video that Glare made reviewing my crying video there. And that's why he went so hard. But he already knew all those things way months and months ago.
That's crazy.
It is. I think I have it here.
Oh, Peyton's joined. Hey, Peyton.
Oh,
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And I'm Laura, by the way.
What'd you say?
I'm Laura.
Nice to meet you, Laura.
Nice to meet you, too.
How do you know Morbid?
I heard you last night on May's stream.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, this is juicy.
Oh,
Crazy.
I think she said, how do you know morbid?
Oh, I've known Morbid for years, from the platform. I mean, I don't know him outside the platform, but
Thank
I know
God.
him from YouTube, but I've known him for a long time. And I honestly, I don't have issues with him. I don't like a lot of things he does, but I and I wish he would stop drinking. However, I don't have like I never dated him. I don't have any real issues with him like that. You know, we talk, we don't talk. He does something crazy, but the whole thing with May, you know, at one point when he first left her, I thought he sounds like he's being sincere. But then when he went on and on and on and on and on, and it's like, dude, enough. Like, are you madly in love with her? Like, get over it. But then, you know, when I would ask him questions like, why didn't you just let her stay the last night? Like, what was the big deal? And
He lied about all of that, by the way.
his actions were just crazy.
They
But I don't
were.
want to put
He
too
sounds
much
like a great
into him.
person.
But Peyton, I got a question. I got lots of questions. One, how did you confront the fake Peyton at all?
No, I haven't yet because
She
it was
tried.
only yesterday that I actually came into fruition about all of this. I was DM'd on TikTok and someone found me and they were like, "Hey, I just want to let you know I don't think that you're dating this dude on YouTube. I've been watching your account and I don't see you post anything that would be related to him, and you seem like a better person than him, so I don't think y'all are dating." And I was like, "Well, this is weird." So we started talking a little bit more about it, and he sends me the profile of the girl that's constantly on his page, and she goes by Peyton, but she misspells it with an E and still uses my pictures. So that raised suspicion, and I did some digging, and she made that account back in 2021. So I was like, interesting. So the guy told me, he was like, okay, well, they're going to be on a live tonight. You should hop on and try to confront her. So that I did, and it was just the weirdest thing ever to get on this live and perceive myself, you know, quote unquote myself, talk to all these people pretending to be me, and they were like so excited to see her. They were like, "Hey Peyton, how's it going?" And she's just responding, and she's like, "Hey guys, you know, sorry I was late. Morbid made me late." And that's when I was like, okay, now is my time. So I typed in there, I was like, "Hi, it's the real me." And immediately I just started going in because I knew that she was going to block my comments, and I hope that people saw them. I'm pretty sure they did though, because a lot of people were like, "Wait, what's going on?" And then I got blocked. So that's as far as I got confronting her. But she also hacked my Instagram, and I know who it is now. So I wasn't able to log into my Instagram to actually DM her and be like, "Hey, what the hell?"
Okay. I heard you talking about that yesterday about the hacking of the Instagram. And I think you were right in what you said last night that you were changing it from private to not private. From what you were saying, the messages that May and the other guy were getting, that's not when you're blocked. And I
Right.
couldn't say anything last night because I wasn't listening in real time. But yeah, I don't think you are actually hacked. I mean, you could have been. I'm not saying definitely no, but from the messages sounded more like what you originally said of that you kept switching from private to not private.
Right. But now when I try to log in, it sends a code to an authentication app, and I don't have that. And the only person that would be someone that's hacking my account. And I'm
Well,
not saying it's necessarily her. I just think it is hacked though by somebody.
doesn't
That's
it go to your
crazy.
email?
I'm sorry?
Doesn't it go to your email?
No, it won't give it me.
Did you contact Instagram?
Yeah, I emailed them yesterday and they responded and they were like, you know, due to the volume, we may or may not get back to you. So that's, I don't know, I'm waiting.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I also want to let everyone know someone that I'm very close to contacted Peyton, saw her on camera. I'm taking her word that she's telling me the truth, which I believe she is. So this is the real Peyton confirmed. Just so
Yeah.
everyone knows.
She only found us because Lossless reached out to her personal her personal TikTok And that's how she wound up coming into the Discord and connecting with everybody. But besides that, there was no other way anybody would have. So she responded with her official TikTok.
But all right, how did Ross Dog find you?
No, lossless.
Oh, Rossless. I thought it was Ross Dog.
No, lossless. Sorry, New York accent, right? LOSSLESS. Lossless.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat.
But that's I just, how did he find you? Did he do like a reverse search on your phone? I mean, on a picture? Like, how did he find you?
I don't think it's that hard. I think he just found my TikTok.
I emailed him your TikTok link.
Oh, okay. You found it.
Yes, because that anonymous person sent me your Instagram and your TikTok link.
Okay.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
And how do you feel like somebody stole your picture?
Well, come to find out, it goes way deeper than just my picture and her talking to Morbid. When I was talking to Lossless on TikTok, he did bring up this Discord, and I asked him to put me in that. So once he did, I was getting individual messages from people that had relationships with her, and they've been opening up to me about that ever since. And it's really sad. I mean, she's been doing this for 2 years, and it wasn't the fact that she was just stealing my pictures. She was really embodying my lifestyle. And anything that I would post online, she would actively text these people that she were in relationships with, friendships and intimately. And she'd be like, just got my 3,000-foot square house cleaned by my maids. And then it would be a picture of my house. Or she'd be like, just got coffee. And it would be one of my selfies that I posted on Instagram.
Wow.
And so all these people have been texting me, and they're like, it's really hard to conceptualize that it's not really you. Like, I had a relationship with somebody that's not real.
Wow. That's crazy.
And what's even crazier is that
identity like that. That's for what reason?
I don't know. I have no clue. It makes me so sad for these people, because I feel like the more and more this comes out, like I said, I just found out yesterday. So the more and more this comes out, people keep commenting and they're like, oh my God, yeah, she now also catfished me, and I'm hearing their stories, and I feel so bad for them. Everyone thinks that, like, oh my God, Peyton, I'm sorry this happened to you. And while that's so true, I'm not even like the real victim here. It's all the people that she played for years.
Wow. I mean, it's a compliment in one way.
Right? It's flattering. Like, thank you.
But yeah, I'd be kind of freaked out.
Yeah, and so one of the girlfriends, or one of the people that she had befriended for the last couple of years, she was telling me all the details about everything, and just the more and more that we've spoken, she just really coined my life as hers, to the point where I was having some health concerns over the past year, and I would post about it online, and so she'd be like, yeah, I'm also having these problems, and she would actively be texting these people and be like, I'm in the hospital, and it would be at the same time that I was receiving treatment. And so I can't say that, she wasn't going through these things, because I'm not sure. But from what they were telling me, it was just so specific to what was going on in my life at that same time frame. And given the circumstance of what was going on, I just feel like she also was doing that.
Wow. All right, I want to play this voicemail. So now we heard your voice. And this is the voicemail this is the real Peyton's voice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, no, this is the fake Peyton's voice.
I'm sorry. Yeah, fake Peyton. My bad.
Yeah. I think you just have to present it, and I think I could play it from there.
I did.
Oh, I don't see it. Oh, maybe I have to. Sorry. Let me know if it works.
Okay.
Hey, Ash. It's Peyton.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, it's coming up as restricted because I'm on call this weekend and the business company cell phone. But anyways, if you see another restricted call, it's me. I wanted to call you and tell you something about what happened to poor Zab. And I know you probably have a little bit of a reference, but there's some other stuff that I need to tell you. I hope you and your son are doing well. And I'm so glad to hear that you guys are staying with family and you got a job. That is good, girl. But anyways, I'll try you back, okay?
Yeah, that's definitely not you.
Yeah, not at all.
Can you contact the police?
I'm sure I could, but legally, what did she do other than impersonate me?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, one thing I could say would probably be more of a civil thing because she's using your pictures to do hurtful things and could possibly harm your reputation. I'm glad you caught it, but right, we're just uncovering it, and who knows what she's done the past 2 years under your name and your pictures. It's insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, that it may seem like harmless YouTube, but if she's stealing your life, who knows?
Right, and that was my concern. So when these people were reaching out to me saying that they have been best friends with her or in a relationship with her for the last 2 years, I asked them, I'm like, well, it does seem that she's just mirroring me. So what all do you know about me? And they would tell me things, and I'm just like, yeah, that's me.
That's
Wow.
so crazy.
It's creepy that this was going on for 2 years and I was just living my life not even knowing this person existed.
And you're 24. She's been
Yeah,
married
she's
for
like what? Like how old is she?
61, I heard.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was thinking about this, like, do you think that it's possible that she's making money from men privately using your images?
Wow, I did not even think about that.
Because, I mean, she's willing to go this far.
But her voice definitely doesn't match a young girl. I mean,
More
you would have to be blind to think that that voice matches a 24-year-old. That's like me trying to pass for 18. It's not
we have
happening.
wishful thinking.
What's even crazier is that she's Latina and she speaks fluent Spanish.
And he has said that several times on his live that she speaks Spanish.
Which, I mean, of course, white people can speak Spanish, but I've heard other voice memos that other people have sent me, and she definitely has an accent.
Yeah, my mom's pretty white and she speaks fluent Spanish. And my mom also smokes and also sounds raspy.
Yeah.
So,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I couldn't imagine anyone believing that she's a 24-year-old or that. I mean, I've seen people that pictures, once they go live, their pictures don't match what they look
yeah, like morbid.
Oh, I want to add to that because I just saw in the chat, someone brought this up. It said, you should check to see if fake Peyton has signed up for dating apps. So consequently enough, I did that today. I was like, well, I haven't been on dating apps in a very long time. I downloaded Bumble for the first time and it said I'm blocked. And it said that I can comment and I can email them to find out why. And I did. So I don't know why. I haven't had Bumble since probably like when I was in college in like 2019. So it definitely wasn't because of me.
Somebody probably caught, she might have been trying to scam people, and oh my god.
Yeah, but the problem is there's no way to really find that out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, this is all allegedly. It's just
Yeah.
my opinion. I should put that out there.
with possibilities
Yeah.
that she could be using it to scam people. She could be, someone in, I want to say Nigeria, but we'll say Puerto Rico. And she's using your photos. I mean, shit, you guys watch 90 Day Fiance? Some
Right?
people that have been
Yes, I
catfished
do.
speak to these people for like years and
Love
always
that.
have an excuse of why they can't go on camera. And they fall for it.
Mhm.
I
Well,
can't even see how, but yeah, maybe she's pulling something like that.
Morbid wouldn't go on camera with me either. So somebody did make a point where he probably didn't ask her because he doesn't want to show her what he really looks like.
Oh, since
Why
you
would
have personal experience with that, May, can I ask, was there any red flags that, I mean, I personally hearing that story, there's so many red flags to me, but from your perspective, did you ever think like, hey, he doesn't want to hop on camera? Does this not, raise any suspicion to you?
It did slightly, but like he was like just saying that he used to be on camera and he's uncomfortable. And as I was like, oh, I'm not like a selfie picture taker. And I was saying that because I only sent him so many pictures, right? But I did send him a good amount. He sent me pictures that were about from 15, 20 years ago when he looked much younger. So I thought that that's what he looked like. So now I know that's why he didn't want to cam up with me. But at the time, I thought maybe he's just a little insecure or shy. But I guess I just never thought it was a possibility that I was being catfished. Like, it didn't cross my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's totally reasonable. I was just telling one of the friends that was telling me, they've been so upset. They're like, I just don't know how I didn't see this, but it's because you're not looking for the bad in people. When you meet somebody, you don't automatically think that they're, against you.
No,
Exactly. I just you never think it's gonna happen to you.
Right. You never think that. And it's so funny. I was just telling one of my friends that too. I was like, growing up, I adamantly watched the show Catfish almost like on a daily basis.
Me
And
too.
I never thought, I would think that's kind of crazy that people do this. But now, like, living through it, I'm like,
creepy.
wait, this is insane.
Yes, and then he went ahead and told everybody that I catfished him, which I was like, what? My head spun around like Daffy Duck, like with
Yeah.
the lips, and I was like, what the hell? What just like, are you seriously telling everyone I catfished you? You're the one who catfished me. I'm like, this sucks. I had to watch a 5.5-hour live stream of him projecting everything he did to me, and then showing a video of me crying on the couch and making me look like a psychopath.
hang on a second. Chevron, let me explain something to
Chevron's
you.
Jimmer.
Chevron, let me explain something to you. There's lots of people that are named Peyton, but there's only one that's an identical one to the one on panel. There's your difference. Is that really morbid?
Me and Beck and a lot of people, they admitted to being morbid under their other account, which is Fuckery1 is the name of their account. And we realized that's the same Chevron Grill person. And Fuckery admitted to being Jimmer.
All right. If that's morbid, he will take a link. I don't think it's morbid.
Oh, morbid will absolutely not come up. I know he's not, but I know that's, yeah. I'm Jimmer.
We haven't proved anything. We've proved so much in the last 24 hours. Are you kidding me? You no longer have a fake girlfriend. I'm not dating you.
Here's the thing.
You haven't proved anything?
Like I said from the beginning, I don't want to focus on morbid. I think both of you guys have gone way crazy, but I do want to focus on Peyton, because what happened to Peyton is fucked up, and it goes far beyond a relationship. It goes like she is a total innocent party. That, not that you're not saying you weren't innocent, Meg, but totally innocent party. And honestly, we don't know what this girl's done. We don't know if she's selling her pictures for porn. Like, we have no idea. That's fucking scary. And I'm not trying to scare you at all. But I mean, you're a little older than my daughter. So I am absolutely not trying to scare you at all. But that's fucked up. Like, when you really sit back and think about it, that is fucked up.
Oh, it absolutely is, because it gets scary. A matter of fact, when I was talking to one of the people that she was talking to for the last 2 years, they were sending me all of her contact information because she supposedly lives in Houston, Texas, where I reside. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, give me the address. So lo and behold, they send me the address and I immediately recognize it and my heart sinks. And I know this person's address. It was a man that I was seeing for the past year. And I was thinking, how the hell does she have this man's address? And I could only think back to one time when I was in my car on my way to this man's house. I had his address and put it in my maps. And I didn't think anything of it because I was taking a picture of inside my car using, the wide camera. So you can't really see tiny print. And I was just taking a picture of my car and I posted it on Instagram. And I'm assuming that's how she got the address. But that's where she tells people she lives, is this guy's address.
That's fucked up. Like, and again, I am so not trying to scare you or freak you out, but I would be legit freaked out. I'd be like, oh my God, you are taking my pictures, my life. What have you done?
Yeah.
Like, I would be totally freaked out.
I wish that I could show and share some of the pictures that these people have sent me of what she sends them. And she creates this fake lifestyle. And while I understand that, my lifestyle is a little more, I guess, just advanced compared to other people's, she really took that and ran with it to the point where she would post like fake pictures of private jets and be like, leaving the country today. And that's what she would text them and send them these pictures.
I would absolutely contact law enforcement. I would. How do you think she found you?
I have no idea, and I've been thinking about that all day because as soon as I heard that name, I immediately knew of the Instagram account that I've seen on my Instagram for years, and that kind of made sense to me because I would see her name constantly between when I would go back and forth between having my Instagram private and public. I would see this account make new Instagram accounts with just a different variation of her username, and that would catch my eye because I'm like, who is this person with that same name making these Instagrams over and over? And then on top of that, when I would post something, she'd be the first to view it. And so that was where my suspicion came. And I just kind of made a mental note of that. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't obviously assume the worst, like, oh, this person's, stealing my things in my life. But as soon as I got the name, it just immediately the dots connected.
Have you tried doing some sleuthing and find out like if she's done anything else?
No, really, because like I said, I just found this out not even 24 hours ago. And how do you really go about searching for this when it's, your own pictures online?
See, I'm just afraid that she is doing something like, all right, again, I am so not trying to scare you or put bad things out there in the universe, but I just keep thinking, what else could she have done? What if, like someone said it before, and I have it pinned, what if she catfishes a guy and they come looking for the real you?
Yeah.
Like there's been, okay, I watch Lifetime movies, but there's been a lot of cases like that, or some guy kidnaps you thinking that you did him so wrong, or let's say she scams money. I would definitely put it on record. File a police report, make sure that you have it on record, that just in case something should happen, and not saying something will, but just put it on record because you just never know.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree with you more. I definitely think I will. Once I accumulate some more evidence enough to back this up, I will definitely make a police report of this.
Now, also, what happened in Manimul's community? Like, what did Manimal do? I know you wouldn't know that. May or Ashley, how did Manimal out her?
I don't really know.
I was ready for the
You would have to ask Ashley. Yeah, you'd have to ask Ashley because I never heard of that channel until yesterday when Ashley came up. But she did say that he was able to track the emails that were the one that was close to Peyton's email. It's like pay 10 something, like the number 10. And I guess Manimal was able to track it down to the same device in the same location as an email of her posing as a man, I believe named Ryan or something like that.
Wait, what? This is news to me.
Yeah, we after you left last night, she showed it. I brought the pictures up on my live stream. And somebody in the chat is trying to say me and my friends are making all this up. No, this is really Peyton. You could have wishful thinking, but this is really her. And this happened organically. And it should. She should know that this is going on. I don't know why.
I am more than happy to absolutely get on camera.
There you go.
Sharik,
that would shut everyone up.
She did. Sharik, she did actually go on camera. But here's the thing. Rapper, go get a life. Here's the thing. A lot of people, all right, let me be honest with you. I thought the exact same way last night when I first heard about the stream. I'm like, you know what? I don't believe her and Morbid are so back and forth. Maybe this is just like a
Yeah.
one up on Morbid. So I am right there with all you guys that are confused and don't know. I'm like, this is probably a setup, but it's interesting while I'm working. It's something good to listen to. So I agree
I
with
would
you.
never do that. I have never been on here lying. I've only told the truth and I've proved all of that. This shouldn't fall on Peyton's situation anyway, but people what I present, I put all the receipts out there. It's not my fault if people don't want to go look, but I would never make this up. This
I
is
agree.
crazy.
I agree. I'm just saying that I understand where people are at because I felt the same way last night. Again, what you missed, Sharik, is I had said earlier that someone very close to me has spoken to Peyton on the phone and had her cam up. I absolutely believe this person is not lying to me. She would have no reason to. So yes, this Peyton that you see on here is the real Peyton. And again, someone that I trust wholeheartedly was on camera with her. So I absolutely believe it.
Yeah, I was
flip
just on
side of
camera with
this
them
is,
probably about 30 minutes ago.
when I said that this was, when I thought that last night, what changed that? What changed that for me is Morbid's Peyton changed her photo. Morbid's Peyton all of a sudden changed something. All of a sudden her shit was deleted. That right there speaks volumes. That right there tells me everything I need to know.
It seems like people aren't gonna it seems like people are really hell-bent on her camming up and they just don't believe it for some reason. They want her to cam up live in order to debunk it because I'm sorry, Peyton, that people are taking my drama with Morbid and trying to make it sound like it's annoying.
But here's the thing, and I'm going to say this honestly. Whether she cams up or not, let's say she cams up, what is going to change for you? Like, honestly, what is that going to change? Are you going to give her money? Are you going to make it more? Does it make, like, I don't understand. For all the people like, well, we're not going to believe until, so you don't believe it. I'm confused. Who cares if you believe it or not? That's my thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to believe it, don't believe it. I believe it because I absolutely 100% unequivocally believe in the person that told me that she camped up with her.
I didn't know that you had a connection with somebody that was involved in this, so that's good.
I
Because
go on camera all the time, but if you ask me to turn my camera on right now, yeah, that ain't happening. So if she doesn't want to turn a camera on right then and there, I understand. I wouldn't turn my camera on right now either.
Exactly.
And again, I'm on camera all the time.
Yeah, me too. And I'm not gonna just turn on the camera with a messy bun and a Guns N' Roses t-shirt.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Peyton, she probably dropped down on accident. She did that
Sorry,
a
I
couple
got kicked out.
Oh, that's okay.
I can hop on camera right now.
Yeah.
To satisfy them. But like I said, it's either way, it's not going to do anything, but let them, if they want to see on camera, you're willing to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in bed, but I mean, if they don't care, I don't care.
But like I said, I wouldn't if someone, and I go on camera a lot, but I wouldn't turn my camera on at the moment.
Oh, why?
Oh, me? No, I'm saying because my hair is in a bun. I have like makeup on my face,
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you meant like it wasn't a good idea.
No. I'm saying that I wouldn't turn the camera on. I go on camera all the time. That's all.
Yeah. And yeah, Peyton, there's just some rough people in this not this community, but Morbid's community that you can cam up right now and they're still gonna say that this is all a lie and a setup just because of what he did to me, and he made me out to be crazy, and people still think that, even though I've proved it. So they're going to try and tie whatever and try to make it sound like this, but you got this. I think you're doing really good, and
Well, thank you.
it's
Yeah.
surprising for you.
It doesn't bother me because I truly think if you don't have haters, then you're doing something wrong.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And I have a lot well, you're in the Discord. There's a lot of good people around, and
Absolutely.
yeah.
Can I
Wendy.
say something? Can I
Hi,
say something real
Wendy.
quick to address the chat?
Sure.
Me and my mom got in a car accident back in 2018, and I'm the one that got seriously hurt. And I had surgery in my right leg, bolts and implants, that I've been in rehab ever since 2019, and I didn't get out till the end of Christmas out of rehab. And yes, I donated almost $5,000. I didn't donate the whole thing at once. I kept donating little at a time. And yes, that did came from my car accident, and that's the money he said that he would pay back, but he never did. And I sent May a picture of me when I was in rehab, and I'm still in the wheelchair, and I having a hard time right now because I can't do any therapy right now because I have no money, and my mom's trying to get me back in rehab so I can stand up and walk again, so I can not be in a wheelchair anymore.
That's why she was asking for James for the money that she owed, or he owed her back, the money he said he was going to give to her. And that's why she's up here, because people keep calling Wendy a scammer, and she's not. She just wanted him to, she tried to get him to pay her back, but she knows she's not going to get that money from him.
Yes, and I know I'm not going to get that money back, so she told me to move on and move ahead, and I'm trying to not, go back to Jimmer, but, Jimmer keeps emailing me, texting me, and, keep telling me that he will give me a million or a whatever, and she has also screenshots of him emailing me.
I do. He did tell her he was going to give her $5,000, and if they were still friends and everything. I have all those screenshots.
Hey, Adrian. Yeah, I'm not touching this story. I'm going to be quiet.
Wendy, I believe you.
And I'm not scamming anybody, and that's why I want to tell. That's why I came up here and want to tell you all, because I did this all on my own, and she also told you what I did on my own live stream.
Oh, Wendy.
I'm going to pull a queen bee on this one and stay quiet.
Well, I believe Wendy 100% because she showed me all these things in the text messages.
And also I sent her a picture of me when I was young, when I was still in rehab in a wheelchair, and I'm still in a wheelchair. And I still cannot walk on my own. I have to hold on to my either wheelchair or a bed or stuff to do things, and my mom is trying to get me back in rehab, and I cannot do rehab until Jimmer pay me this money, all that people are trying to get back from him for me, but I understand that he will not pay it. So like May told me and everybody else in her chat, move on.
Yeah, that's the best, because he's not gonna admit to it, and he's never gonna pay you back just because
and Jimmer saying that everything's with me and my family, and it's not, and he thinks it's all a joke what I'm telling him, and I'm telling him everything that's happening right now, and it's not good for me and my family. And right now I'm living with my aunt. My mom's not even here right now.
Yeah, she's in Georgia, right, Wendy?
Yeah, taking care of business.
Right. And I think you're righteous for how you feel. You've been dealing with Jimmer longer than most of us. Jimmer's morbid, by the way, Peyton.
And I didn't even know he was using me and for content, and he made me say all this mean stuff to Glare, and Glare knew I didn't mean to say all these mean stuff.
Yeah, Glaire's not mad at you at all. He remember he came in the live stream that one time and said he's not
Yeah,
upset with you. Yeah. It's okay, Wendy. I appreciate you explaining that because I
you're
didn't remember all
welcome.
the details. You're the best, Wendy.
You're welcome. I just want to come up here and tell you that because everybody thinks I'm lying about my story and stuff and everything, and I'm not.
Right. No, I understand. I absolutely understand. You know, it's
And
not
it and
okay
it's
for how
and
he
it's
treats
and
you.
it's hard for me right now because I'm trying to get the money so I can go back to therapy to work with him to try and stay off the wall. But until I come up with the money, I cannot work with nobody, and my insurance will not cover it.
Yeah,
Because
physical
because
therapy.
back when me and my mom sued somebody, when we signed the paper, the lawyer sat down with us and said that once we sign this paper, they will take halfway our benefits, like food stamp, our health and insurance and stuff.
Oh, okay. I get what you mean. You probably have out-of-pocket costs and things like
Yes.
that. Right. I
And I can't,
understand.
and my mom is going to try and see if she could get me back on food stamp because I've been using we've been using I've been using my money on food and stuff, and my mom too.
Yeah. I told you I could help you with that. I have a friend that works at social services, and depending on where you live, you could apply online. Since COVID happened, there's all these different ways you could do things, so you wouldn't even have to go anywhere. But I could try to find those resources for you. I'll
Yeah,
text you.
if you can do that, that'll really help because
Uh,
right now me and my mom is struggling, and right now me and my family's not doing so good. After when my mom's done taking care of business up in Georgia, she's gonna be living with me and my aunt, and we're almost running out of money here. And once me and mom and my family runs out of money, we'll be homeless. And right now, me and my mom is trying to figure out how we're going to get money to have a place of our own.
I hear you, Wendy. I'm a woman with 3 kids, single mom, and I was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. I hear you. I
oh,
feel
I'm
your
sorry,
pain.
Laura.
I feel
A-
your pain.
And Jimmer thinks me and my family's rich, and me and my family's doing okay and everything, and no, we're not. And Jimmer says that he knows me and my family, but he doesn't know me and my family really good because all he knew was me, my sister, and Dan back then. He didn't even know my mom yet, and he tells me to say hello to tell my mom that he said hello, and that's what I've been doing.
Someone said, "Why do you ask Morbid for money for Christmas for your nephew if you need food?"
Because I didn't have anything, and I was trying to raise money to pay my 2 bills that was due in 2 weeks because I didn't have the money for it, and my mom didn't either. And I was trying to come up with an idea where Jimmer can help me try and raise some money so I can pay my bills, but I spent it on my niece and nephew and family for Christmas because Howard didn't give me no money or anything for Christmas. Because I was on I'm still with the Howard Stern people, but Howard never gave me any Christmas money, so I could take care of everything for Christmas and everything. So what little money that Jim helped me raise, I used it for Christmas gifts for my little nephew and stuff, family.
No, you used it for an outfit. You used it for I was watching it. You used it for other things.
The outfit I got, it was a Christmas gift from somebody in May's Noodles. and that was a purple dress.
Yeah, somebody got her stuff off her wish list.
Okay. I really do want to get back to Peyton.
Okay, I'll drop down. I'll let you two continue with her. I just want to come up and let you all know what you didn't all knew.
Oh, Wendy, thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it, Wendy.
I'll call you after, okay?
Peyton, come back, come back. Yeah, that whole, honestly, the whole morbid Wendy thing, I stay way out of. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
It goes really deep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not something I would touch. That's not something I ever wanted to touch. I have no issues with Wendy at all. It's not.
I think she came up. She came up because I think well, she heard I probably because in my Discord, she's in my Discord. She probably heard that you are asking about her, and she just probably wanted to clear the record because she gets called a scammer a lot, and it really bothers her.
No, I don't think she's a scammer.
No,
I don't.
she's not. She just spends her money on lasagna and stuff. She's really so sweet. She doesn't mean any harm.
And I agree with that too. Yeah. And I've listened to Wendy way back in how I'm old. I heard her way back, when she was on it.
Did?
So.
Oh, I didn't know you watched her back then. I never watched Howard Stern, so.
Well, you're young. You're in your 30s, right?
Yeah, I'm 32.
Yeah, no, I grew up when I was a teenager. My parents used to listen to Howard Stern. I used to be like, what the fuck are you listening to? I was like, this is horrible. I was like, I remember being 15, going to rehab, and they're driving me to rehab, and my dad's listening to Howard Stern, and I was like, what is this? Like, this is horrible. But then as I got older, I started listening to him more, and I was like, he's pretty funny. And we were living in Queens and then Long Island, and Howard Stern was the thing, and then it was Opie and Anthony. But back in the 80s, when I was a teenager, Howard Stern was huge. So I knew Wendy from him. So I, listened to Wendy back then. But all this stuff now, yeah, I wouldn't touch this whole stuff or morbid. Nothing against Wendy. I think she's a very nice person. I just wouldn't touch any of it. Nope.
No, that's fine. It's totally your choice. Absolutely. I agree with, if you don't want to, I totally respect that. I'll just say this. Wendy doesn't hurt anybody, and she should be able to coexist on this platform with the rest of us without being constantly harassed by a grown man who is of sound mind. And I've seen the things he texts her, and it's awful. And I think he's the problem, not Wendy, but that's just where I'm coming from. And I'm not saying you're saying that, but I see it all the time, and it really bothers me.
And I agree. I absolutely agree. It again, it goes both ways, but I'm just.
You don't have to touch it. It's okay. We could change the subject. I could tell you it doesn't. You don't want to touch it, so that's okay.
Where's Peyton? Where'd Peyton go?
I'm not sure. I know she dropped down while we were talking yesterday a few times on accident. She might have gotten a phone call or something happened. I will try to get a hold of her on Discord, though.
Yeah, tell her to come back. Come back.
Okay, I will. I'll let her know.
I am really worried about. I'm really worried about what this person could have done with her name, with her picture, with the likelihood. If this was my daughter, I would be freaking out without trying to scare her.
That was my concern too. And I think she hasn't really had time to absorb it all, because I think, well, yesterday, she was like, I was like, I'm sorry this happened. And she was like, oh, it's not that serious or whatever. But then her tune changed after she had that phone call with somebody. And you could tell that Peyton was really hurt that somebody was using her picture and her identity to go around hurting other people. And I think the more she learns, the more she's kind of freaked out by this, because I believe this person lives in the same state as Peyton.
But I was going to say, how would she know that? But I guess she would know that from Ashley.
Yes. But again, I don't know if I can't confirm that, but when the thought of it really freaked her out.
Can we start calling these bad actors out by name? I don't know her name. I don't know anything about her.
Who?
The fake Peyton.
I do know her first name is Karen. I won't say her last name, but her first name is Karen.
Okay, Ash said she does live in the same state, and it's state she's in Texas. So I looked up Peyton Sherman's name.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of them.
Like I said, you're more than welcome to join the Discord so you could connect with Peyton. You don't have to stay there, but if you want to talk to other people that know a lot about this, Ashley's in there as well. If you want to find out, I don't want my issues with Morbid to taint what's going on with Peyton.
No, not at all. And that's why I said in the beginning that I don't want it to be like, let's bash Morbid, or I didn't want to get into anything with you and Morbid for that reason.
Yeah.
Hush, little man.
What kind of dog is that? It has a cute bark.
That's a Maltese. He's the one barking at my big one. My big Newfoundland.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Isn't that like a sheepdog?
It's big. But no, he's Newfoundland. What else? Newfoundland flat coat retriever. He's a big old mutt. But let me go let the dog out. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, you could have talked.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to read chat, but it's like I was trying to pull it up on my phone so I could see it better.
It's okay. Who was the Peyton you had the mugshot of? That's what somebody said.
Oh, somebody's asking me who's the Peyton I had the mugshot of?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that. I addressed it on my live stream. That was somebody that goes by the name Ty Biggums, who I guess was a big troll. But I addressed that yesterday. Twice. I don't come from a community, Miss Robin. I came here just because of what Morbid did. I'm brand new to YouTube. I've only been here about a month, or a little bit more than a month.
All right, I'm putting some in back chat. Is this her? Hold on.
Let's see. I didn't dox anybody.
Is that her account? Or no?
No, I don't. Maybe. Hold on. I have the actual thing right here. Let me check real quick.
All right, because I was gonna say I'm looking. I'm not finding her.
Do you
So
have an email that you use for your channel?
Yeah, I have a
So
lot
I
of
could
it.
probably be easier.
All right.
Let me see.
Hey, use that one. Oh wait, I spelled it wrong. Hold on.
Okay.
Whoop.
Okay. If you just give me a few minutes, and I'll be right back. I'll get you the one that I have, and I'll make sure if that's the same one.
All right, there you go. Because the point of me looking is I'm trying to find where the fake Peyton even found her, because I'm looking up and I can't find her.
Well, the real Peyton has been under Karen's radar for years now, so.
But that's what I'm saying. I wonder if she knows her personally, and that's how she found her.
She
Because
follows Karen follows Peyton on her Instagrams and stuff. Peyton has said that Karen, she recognizes the name. I have Peyton's Instagram.
All right.
I can send that
Yeah.
to you. Let me see. All right. Let's see. Energy. Okay. WN. Oh, I almost typed in the wrong one. Candles@gmail. All right, I'll send you that, and then I'm gonna continue to look for the TikTok. To one of these million emails.
You sending it email?
Yeah, I just sent it to your email. The link to the Instagram. Sorry, it's easier to do it from my phone since I have this pulled up on my computer. My StreamYard likes to act up when I open other tabs for some reason.
The only thing you sent me was your name.
Oh, the link did it. Sorry.
Okay. Like, I think she forgot the link.
It just says May Noodles.
Where's my noodles?
Oh my God. Energy candles. At Gmail. At Gmail. Okay. Hopefully the link's in here this time.
Mm. Okay. See, I don't know how. Hang on.
Did that one? Hopefully that one had the link in it.
No, it worked.
Okay. I'm looking for the TikTok. I'm just trying to find the email. I know I have it because that's how Lossless got a hold of her. Just have too many darn emails.
Yes, this account's been around 2011.
Yeah, that's Peyton. That's the real Peyton.
But it has to be someone she knows. I mean, she doesn't have like 100,000 followers.
Or it could just be somebody that came across her profile and saw opportunity, which I think is the case. I think if Peyton has heard Karen's voice I believe she's seen her pictures. So I don't believe she knows her.
Okay, why was someone telling me to spell Peyton with an A? You mean Payton? That's not how she spells it.
It's a Payton.
Yeah. And that's how I was spelling it. That's why I'm like, someone in chat said spell it with an A, but that's not right.
Oh, because Karen was spelling it Pey, not Pay.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah. I'm looking now. Where the hell?
It's as simple as Googling pretty blonde girl and using the first pic you see. Now, which picture was the fake Peyton using?
Oh, I'll send it to you. What was that?
Oh, that's right. Send me what? Yeah,
All right.
send me the picture, the original one. Oh, to be 24 again.
She's gorgeous, right?
Yeah, she is.
All right, let's see. I also have pictures of Karen. You don't have to show them, but I'll throw them in the email.
All right. The real Karen.
Yes,
Okay.
the real Karen. Yeah, that's funny. The real Karen.
I want a butt like Peyton again.
What?
There's a picture of her getting out of a pool. I was like, I want my butt to look like that again.
Hey, there's nothing little squats can't do.
The what?
I said there's nothing a little bit of squats can't do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, or surgery or something.
Okay, she has used multiple pictures of Peyton over the last 2 years. The only reason I'm saying I don't see that many pictures. She only has like 15 pictures on her whole Instagram. That's why I find it odd that it's gone back 2 years when there's only 6. There's 28 pictures in total.
If you think about it, she might have had pictures from a while ago where maybe she was younger, like a teenager, and she wanted it to look more professional. So she rebranded herself and made a following. I could see that. You know, maybe she had like pictures of her and her friends hanging out when they were kids, and because most of her pictures look professional. So she said that, you know, she made her Instagram private and then back to public a lot. And I could totally see that, especially if she's trying, you know, to look like a more professional page. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
I sent you the email. So the picture is grainy, but that's because that was from the avatar. But the picture in the orange shirt is obviously the one is the real Peyton, and that's the one that she was using.
I don't know. Wait, what? Who's this dark hair?
That's Karen.
That's the fucking AI. That's like so filtered, you can't even see her.
I know.
That's totally filtered.
Yeah, it's filtered
1,000 times over.
Imagine how much, you know, like texture and stuff that's hiding if she's 61. And it looks like her nose is dripping down her cheek. It even looks like there's a line in her makeup. And then there's like a droplet on her chin.
Yeah, that is so filtered. So the woman in the bottom of the last picture, The bottom corner, bottom right, that's her now?
Let me see. Yes. Oh wait, the bottom far right. I don't know what that one picture is. I don't know
Oh,
who
okay.
that older woman is. Like, well, they're both older, but it's the one with the pink lipstick.
Yeah, she doesn't match her voice either.
And yeah, just so you know, I don't want you to dox Karen, but if you do show the picture, the top is her real name at the top of that one with the thumbnail pictures.
Well, I don't know if that's her nails or not, but she's got nice ass nails.
No, those aren't her nails. that's I've definitely seen those pictures all over Instagram.
So she used that first picture. Okay. Now it's interesting though. I don't see that picture on her Instagram.
I don't know what other social media platforms Peyton has, but Peyton did confirm that was her picture.
Did she show where?
I don't think we asked. But it could be Facebook. It could be, I don't know if it could have been like a profile picture on TikTok. I'm really not sure.
Is it fake Peyton still on YouTube?
From what as of last night, yes.
See, but the weird thing to me, that picture, and I know it's hard to tell because it's like so far away, but that picture doesn't look like this person, this Peyton that's on Instagram.
I could tell it's definitely her. I have a more cleaned up picture. I'll get it to you. You could tell it. You could tell by her lips, her cheeks, that it's definitely her.
I mean, because I totally get, like, even in her own pictures, some look different than others. But
she said that picture was taken around October.
Yeah, I would need a bigger one. Yeah, where'd real Peyton go?
I'm not sure. Maybe she had something happen.
I don't know, but I found these.
Hey, Google, stop. I'm not talking to you, Google. Oh, the emails. I get so frustrated. Oh, that's why I'm not seeing it.
I do, Roses. One that's 19 with a boyfriend who's 25. I get all the good drama.
Oh, no.
I know all the good stuff about friends, everything. I'm like the mom they tell everything to. Like,
No.
Mom, you can't tell this one. You can't tell that one. I'm not going to say anything. No, Mom, you really can't say anything. I'm not going to say anything.
I'll take it to my grave.
Mhm.
Let me see. All right. I found it, so I'll email it to you.
All right.
I was looking in the wrong email. I don't know how I did that. I emailed you from my May Noodles account, right?
Ooh, I'm telling him, Crystal. Ooh. I'm telling him. Yeah, because she just looks different. But I mean, my cousin is 26 and she could look like a supermodel in one shot and then totally different in the next.
Isn't that us all, though? I mean,
true.
Some pictures I'm just like, that's going straight to the trash bin. And then other pictures I'm like, oh, I like that one. I mean, I think you could definitely tell when it's more cleaned up and less pixelated. And I'll get that to you right now. It's definitely her. All right, I sent it.
I don't have it yet. Fresh. I don't have it yet. Let me close out. You sure you sent it? Oh, there it is. All right, I just closed out and got it. Hold on. I gotcha. All right.
You see your face better?
No. I was reading something.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, it kind of looks like her. It's hard to tell.
Well, she confirmed it was her on my live stream. If you wanted to go back at any point, she comes on in the beginning, and she does say like, "Wow, yeah, that's my picture." And I think Lossless asked her when it was, and she said around, I think, October.
No, I was just wondering if this picture was on any of her profiles. Like, so it's attached to her. Like, someone takes a picture of, one of my candles. They know they can go to my Instagram and see that it's on there. That kind of thing. So I just wondered what social media it was on. Like,
Yeah, that I'm not sure.
Now that it's bigger, I can I could definitely tell it's her. In some of her other pictures. She just looks very young there to me, like 15, 16.
Well, I don't know if it was her when she was younger. I think she just clarified that I think she posted it in October. Ashley, you should come up here. You know so much.
Who?
Oh, Ashley.
Oh, I know. Ashley, kid's got to be sleeping already.
Oh, was that it? Her baby was up.
See, Sharik, I thought the same thing until last night, until I heard Morbid's voicemail, and until there was something else. But I was like, you know what? I believe this is true. But I had the same doubts you did. I really did. Hollywood Scientology Center under attack. No shit.
What?
For real? My Johnny T better not get hurt.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
You know he's there. You know he's got his own bedroom.
Nope, I don't see anything about it being under attack. Nice try, though.
Well, that's not nice, whoever did that.
They want clarity, and then we're going to get off, though. But they want clarity on how the real Peyton found you. But she didn't find you. You found her.
No, I didn't find her, and she didn't find me. Lossless, the guy on my channel, he also goes by the name of Whoosh. He was on my live. He said that he reached out to her on TikTok and Instagram, and she says it again on the live stream. She says that she was going through it. She clicked out, and then she's like, wait a second. And she read the email or the message he wrote her on TikTok over again. She reached out to him. He invited her to my Discord, and that's how everything happened. I'm not lying. I don't lie. And I've proven everything I'm saying. We've backed it up. I don't know. I know you do. I'm just talking to the people in the chat that think that I would ever do something like this, like to hurt anybody. No. I've always backed up everything I say. And some things, when people lie or do things, you can't always prove them wrong. It's your word against theirs. But what I could prove, I have proven. And this is not something I would toy around with. I don't think it's funny. I think he deserves it, but Peyton doesn't deserve it.
No, I agree with you.
You know, she's obviously upset that somebody was hurting other people using her pictures, and I would be too. So this shouldn't be coming back around and people think that this is an opportunity for me. No, it didn't happen that way.
That was it, Swende, because the fake Peyton was nowhere in chat yesterday, changed the picture twice, and is now just a P. Yeah, that's what threw me off when I heard that she changed her picture and everything else. No, this wouldn't be Morbid's fault. Morbid got catfished, which I think maybe is karma.
It is karma. He catfished me, and I don't care if people don't believe it. It happened. And he called me a catfish. So this is why it's funny, and I'll just say this. Somebody who accused me of being a catfish, who was a catfish, got catfished.
Exactly. That's karma. That's how karma works.
If I want to roll around in my bliss over this, I'm going to. That's my personal thing. But don't discredit Peyton because of your issues with me, guys. Just don't. It's ridiculous. It's obviously that this happened. I don't know what straws you want to grasp at, but I don't know what more proof you need.
But I'm going to talk to Peyton. I'll give all you guys the answers that you're looking for because I'll get to the heart of it. But May, I want to thank you so much for coming up here.
Absolutely.
You saved me from going through a stream, but I do. I want to thank you for coming up, explaining everything. I think we have more answers now than I would have by just playing your stream. So I want to absolutely thank you for coming up and clarifying stuff. Wendy, no offense to you. I'm just not getting involved in the middle of your saga with Morbid. And no offense to Morbid, but Morbid, you have to admit, it's kind of funny that you got catfished. I'm sorry. Kind of funny. That's how karma works.
Laura, just so you know, you have my permission to use whatever you want to use if it helps you figure things out with your chat. Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. You don't have to ask.
I never plan on staying on 3 hours tonight. I was going to be on for like an hour, but I'm starving. I got food in the fridge.
Oh, go eat, girl. All right. Thanks for having me up. Have a good night.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. I'm going to eat because I'm starving to death. Patreons, I will speak to you guys in a few. And everyone, thank you guys. This stream definitely took a weird turn, but how did he cap? Oh, I'm not getting involved in that. That's not my business. But I am concerned for the real Peyton because that's fucked up. And it's scary. It's dangerous. It's one thing that, everybody fears being online. This isn't drama, Crystal. This is public awareness. Like somebody can steal your shit. And that's scary. Like it really is scary. And I didn't say I don't do drama anymore. That's not what I said. But this really is scary. And it could happen to any one of us. And who knows what the next turn is? Like what if someone is selling her pictures? What if someone does it to me? Not that they'd get much, but what if someone does it to me? What if, and again, that's why I'm staying out of the whole Morbid, May, the Wendy. I'm not touching any of that. Nope. I pulled a queen bee there. Didn't hear it, didn't see it, nothing. But this part isn't drama. This is fucked up. This is sad. It's drama from another suburb. That's how, yeah. Yes, I promise you guys I will get to the bottom of this. I will speak to her personally, and we'll get to the bottom of it. I'll ask questions and get to the bottom. To watch if we can watch it on Kick. I have 2 things for you to watch or see if we can watch it on Kick. Yeah, what is it? Someone stole my photos for a little over a year before I found out. They're still catfishing as another person. That's so whacked. Right, Laura? Morbid, Manimal, and real pain are where I'd get involved. Yeah, I'm going to ask Manimal because someone said that Manimal outed her. And I don't remember ever hearing that she was outed. I know she stopped coming to my chat, but well, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, Mimi. Not with a 10-foot pole. Catfish movie doc and 2 Hot Blonde, both great catfish stories. Yeah, we could probably watch it on Kick. I'm not doing it now, but maybe tomorrow. Could definitely check it tomorrow. Yeah, I wouldn't touch any of that. It's not drama I'm involved with. It's not drama that concerns me, and I wouldn't touch it. I told them both. I think they're both insane. The way they've gone back and forth at each other. But I also understand why yes, Varika, but I also understand why if someone talked that much shit about me and this fell in my lap, hell yeah, I'd fucking I would go after it. I mean, come on. She's human. So both the yeah, we could do it tomorrow. I have to go eat something. The dog's barking. It exactly. It's not drama. It's dangerous. What? You keep barking, but you don't want to go anywhere. Ma, I'm going to eat because I'm starving. Starving like Marvin. Right, Pookie? So, all right, I'm going to get off. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Check my community page for when I'm going live tomorrow. And that's it. All right. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. And I'll let you know what time. All right. Peace. And thank you guys, Super Chat, PayPal, Cash App. I'll see you tomorrow.